Helmshore, a picturesque village in Lancashire, England, exuded tranquility. Nestled amidst rolling hills and charming cottages, it was the kind of place where life moved at a slower, more peaceful pace. But on a chilly evening in January 2016, a chilling crime shattered this idyllic facade. Sadie Hartley, a well-respected businesswoman, lived in a beautiful stone cottage in the heart of Helmshore. She was known for her warm smile and her unwavering kindness. But on that fateful January evening, Sadie's life was brutally cut short in her own home. The news of Sadie's murder spread like wildfire through the close-knit community. Fear and suspicion gripped the once peaceful village. As the police descended upon Helmshore, the idyllic facade of the village crumbled, revealing a darkness that had long lurked beneath the surface. Sadie Hartley was a woman who embraced life with open arms. Born and raised in the north of England, she possessed a warmth and genuineness that drew people to her. She excelled in her career, working as a medical communications specialist, and took immense pride in her work. But Sadie's life was about so much more than just her career. She was a devoted partner to her long-term boyfriend, Ian Johnston, and cherished the time they spent together. She had a close circle of friends who adored her infectious laughter and her zest for life. Sadie Hartley was a woman who lived her life to the fullest, embracing every moment with a passion and enthusiasm that was contagious. Her tragic and untimely death sent shockwaves through her community and beyond. The world was a brighter, more vibrant place with Sadie in it. Her memory would live on in the hearts of those who loved her, a testament to a life lived with purpose, joy, and an unyielding spirit. The discovery of Sadie Hartley's body sent shockwaves through the quiet community of Helmshore. Police were called to her home after concerns were raised by a neighbor. As they entered the property, a sense of unease settled upon them. Sadie's body was found in a hallway of her home, a stark contrast to the warmth and vibrancy that usually filled the space. She had been savagely stabbed multiple times, her body bearing testament to the sheer rage that had been unleashed upon her. The scene was chaotic, a testament to the struggle that had taken place. Experienced officers were visibly shaken by the sheer brutality of the crime. Sadie Hartley, a woman who had brought so much joy to those around her, had been robbed of her life in the most violent of ways. Her home, once a sanctuary of peace and laughter, had been transformed into a scene of unimaginable horror. The hunt was on for the person or persons responsible for this heinous act, a quest for justice that would lead them down a dark and twisted path. At the heart of this chilling tale were two women, Sarah Williams and Katrina Walsh. Sarah, a seemingly ordinary woman, harbored a dark secret, a dangerous obsession with Sadie Hartley's partner Ian Johnston. Driven by a desire to have Ian all to herself, she embarked on a sinister plot. Katrina Walsh, Sarah's friend, was drawn into the darkness that consumed Sarah. Together, they formed a deadly duo, their actions driven by a toxic mix of obsession, jealousy, and a chilling disregard for human life. Unraveling the motivations and psychological complexities of this unlikely pair would prove crucial in understanding the events that led to Sadie Hartley's tragic demise. Sarah Williams' obsession with Ian Johnston was all-consuming, a venomous serpent that slowly tightened its grip on her thoughts and actions. It began innocently enough, a casual acquaintance through their shared passion for horses. But as Sarah spent more time with Ian, her feelings for him morphed into something darker, more possessive. She craved his attention, his affection, his love. But Ian, already in a committed relationship with Sadie Hartley, did not reciprocate her feelings. This rejection, rather than deterring Sarah, only fueled her obsession. She saw Sadie as a rival, an obstacle standing between her and the man she believed was destined to be hers. Fueled by this delusion, Sarah's behavior became increasingly erratic. She bombarded Ian with messages, desperate for his attention. Her obsession with Ian blinded her to the reality of the situation, leading her down a dark path from which there would be no return. As the investigation into Sadie Hartley's murder gained momentum, detectives began to uncover a trail of disturbing clues. Sarah Williams, initially dismissed as an unlikely suspect, quickly emerged as a person of interest. One of the most damning pieces of evidence was a shocking discovery made on Sarah's phone, a chilling diary detailing her twisted fantasies and her plot to eliminate Sadie. Further investigation revealed a series of suspicious purchases made by Sarah in the weeks leading up to the murder. She had acquired a stun gun, a GPS tracker, and a new phone, all tools that pointed to a premeditated and carefully planned attack. The GPS tracker had been used to monitor Sadie's movements, providing Sarah with crucial information about her routine. The pieces of the puzzle were slowly but surely coming together, painting a horrifying picture of Sarah's calculated plan. The evidence against her was mounting, and soon, the net would close in on Sarah Williams and her accomplice, Katrina Walsh. The trial of Sarah Williams and Katrina Walsh was a media sensation, captivating the nation with its chilling details. The prosecution presented a compelling case, laying bare the depth of Sarah's obsession and the meticulous planning of the murder. The evidence against them was overwhelming, leaving little room for doubt in the minds of the jury. After weeks of harrowing testimony, the jury delivered a unanimous guilty verdict. Sarah, the architect of this heinous crime, was sentenced to life in prison with a minimum term of 30 years. Katrina Walsh, deemed a willing accomplice, was also handed a life sentence with a minimum term of 25 years. The verdict brought a sense of justice for Sadie's family and friends, but it could never truly compensate for their loss. The trial may have concluded, but the scars of this horrific crime would continue to run deep. The Sadie Hartley case sent shockwaves through British society, prompting a national conversation about the dangers of unchecked obsession. The case highlighted the dark side of human nature, exposing the vulnerability of individuals to the manipulative tactics of those driven by obsession. The case also raised important questions about the role of social media in facilitating stalking and harassment. Sarah Williams had used social media extensively to monitor Ian Johnston's every move, fueling her obsession. In the wake of the trial, there were calls for greater education and support for those affected by stalking and harassment. Early intervention is crucial in such cases, as it can prevent obsessive behaviors from escalating into something far more dangerous. The Sadie Hartley case served as a wake-up call, highlighting the importance of recognizing the warning signs of obsession. The tragic case of Sadie Hartley serves as a stark reminder that love, in its most distorted form, can morph into a dangerous obsession. Recognizing the red flags of such unhealthy attachments is crucial in preventing similar tragedies. Obsessive love often manifests as possessive and controlling behavior, fueled by a desperate need for validation and a fear of rejection. One of the most telling signs is an overwhelming preoccupation with the object of their affection. This can manifest in constant calls, texts, and emails, a relentless pursuit of their attention. They may monitor their every move, both physically and virtually, exhibiting signs of stalking behavior. Any attempts to set boundaries are often met with resistance, anger, or manipulation. It is crucial to remember that obsessive love is not a sign of true love. It is a dangerous delusion that can have devastating consequences. If you recognize these red flags in yourself or someone you know, it is essential to seek professional help. Sadie Hartley's life was tragically cut short, but her memory continues to shine brightly in the hearts of those who loved her. She is remembered for her infectious laughter, her unwavering kindness, and her zest for life. She was a successful businesswoman, a devoted partner, a loyal friend, and a beloved member of her community. Her tragic death sent shockwaves through her community and beyond, leaving a void that can never be filled. However, her story serves as a reminder to cherish every moment, to live life to the fullest, and to spread love and kindness wherever we go. In the wake of her passing, Her family and friends established the Sadie Hartley Memorial Fund, a charity dedicated to supporting the causes she held dear. Sadie Hartley may be gone, but her legacy of love, laughter, and kindness lives on.